Hello everybody, I am Fuzzy Face and welcome to this playthrough of Motorsport Manager 2016 on the PC. Last time out we set up the car for Season 2 of this playthrough of this career mode. I was pretty happy with how it went. We're pretty much at the same point as we were last season, although we do have some spare money in the bank this time. And we're still getting near enough £1 million per race, hopefully up to the 1.3 mark with the bonus money from finishing 9th or above. We're currently building a new gearbox, which isn't going to be ready till after the race, and hopefully before the next race as well. We're going to have some new brakes built. The parts, we were working on the reliability for some of the cars. Santa Rona's car is not too important because she does have the boost here, engine boost, and the nurse boost, and Lassinen has the engine expert mode as well, so her engine condition doesn't drop too much. So basically it's just these two parts, the gearbox and the suspension in Lattinen's car, that have the potential of wearing out during the race. Hopefully that's not going to happen, but we can't push too much in this race. But hopefully a lot of the other cars, they're going to be starting off at this level, but I don't know if any of them have got the boost like we have, the engine expert boost and the nurse boost. So hopefully we can sort of get past a lot of them during the race if they start to break down towards the end. We're starting off with the Black Sea race in Russia, which we finished off with last season, although with this bit we didn't do the best there. And we didn't do the best in this one either, so the Russian Grand Prix has been not the best for us, but hopefully we can go ahead and do that. This year we've got we've got longer practice sessions, so we're going to go ahead and get to jump straight in this time. Straight into the practice session we go. I'm heading over here to Russia. We do have the setup noted down that we used last time. I can't remember what percentage it gave us using this setup last time, but there's not much difference to the car, so hopefully this setup works just the same as it did last time. And we've got rain. It looks like the practice, it's not wet enough for intermediates, is it? We do have this reserve driver. We ended up not renewing the contract of our last reserve driver and just took the one that the computer gave us. He's rated half a star, but she only costs us £1,000 per race, which is just what we want since we don't use a reserve driver. So this is the setup that I used last time on this track. Left those the same, and we had both of these up. And it is recommending that we go intermediates. Maybe there's some rain due there. Maybe that rain's due to get heavier. We'll go out on the intermediates just in case. And we'll run Latinum with that same setup. So it's 16 and 26.2 and 63 for both of these. That takes her pretty much to the edge of this. And she's going to run the intermediates as well. So as we can see, as we come into practice, we've now got 15 minutes. So we should be able to get another stint out of this practice session. And we do have the pretty much white car now. It's got a little bit, you can't see it here, but it does have a red wing and a red front wing. We designed it as, but it's pretty much all white in the simulation. I don't know whether the AI cars change their livery between seasons. I'm not sure. We're going to wait for him to come around, and we're going to go ahead and have a push and see what sort of time they can set. Treat it like a qualifying session. So Centaurena's happy with the aero setup. It looks like she's pulling away quite a bit. The rain's gone in, but it's started again, so it's getting wetter. We don't get to see too far in front because we don't have any sort of forecasting centre or anything, so we only get to see a few laps ahead what the weather's going to be like. She's in first. I don't think anyone else has set times, that's why. She's quite a lot quicker than Latin, isn't she? She stayed ahead there. Hopefully we're not too far behind. And it does look like we're going to be able to get 3 lap times in with these longer sessions. No, it doesn't. It means they're coming out for 2 laps now, aren't they? Is it? Are they doing 2 laps? Do they do 2 laps now? Yeah, they must do 2 laps and then come in. It looks like that, doesn't it? So that's just something to consider, because I'm used to it doing on the 12-minute sessions. We just did 1 lap. We just came out and did 1 lap and then came in, didn't we? Whereas this time we're coming out and doing 2 laps and coming in. So that's something to watch out for, and something I have to think about. Whether I have to send them out for 1 lap and then pull them in and get the feedback rating. Might be the thing to do. So they're both pretty happy. Both had the same setup, but they both have different feedback ratings. So what way does she want to go with the speed balance? She's actually really happy with that, so I'm not sure we want to mess with it too much. We'll just knock that up a little bit. See what that does. Yeah, so now she wants to do 2 laps instead of the 1. What's the rain like? It's going to end up trailing off. We'll try a set of intermediates again. We'll just send her out for 1 lap. She wasn't as happy with the downforce as Santana was. She's really happy with the handling, so we're going to have to not try and mess with that too much. Try that. Whereas then we'll knock that down to bring those back in line. And we'll see what she thinks with that. We'll send her out on the softs just in case the rain does trail off. Right, so we'll see what sort of time we can set now again. We didn't do too bad off those first times, running 10th and 14th at the moment. So let's see what they can do. Centre runner's coming round. We'll have a push for. I think we'll just have a push for 1 lap and then bring her in. Turn her up. We'll keep an eye on Latin and then catch her as she comes around this last corner. Do the same. Treat it as a qualifying session. Does she have some clear track? She has a bit of clear track, but she's running behind now. Maybe that's because the rain's stopping. The rain is stopping now pretty much. So towards the end of the sessions you might be able to get out and do another lap if we let her set this lap and then bring her in. Yeah, we'll bring her in. So she didn't do too bad then, even though the rain started to stop. And she's way behind, so she must have got held up at some point. And she's not as happy with the aero setup this time, so obviously she wanted that to go the other way. So we'll go ahead and bring her in as well, so we can get them both out to set 1 more lap time. Santa Ana's about to come into the pit. Did we make any improvements with that? She was rated 94% last time, 91%, so she wasn't as happy with that. We'll just revert to that and see what sort of what is this? It's an 18 lap race, isn't it? So yeah, we'll send her out on a pair of those and see what sort of time she can set on the super softs, and we'll do the same with Latinen as well. She came out on softs that time but was off the pace because I think she got held up. We'll try and get her out of the pits quickly. She wasn't as happy with her setup either. So we'll revert to this one and we'll take the downforce the other way on this one. We'll set that back down to default. We'll run that so these come back just about to level. Is there a way we can get that to do that? That seems to keep those. We'll try that one. Not that it matters, but we'll go ahead and we'll run her on super softs this time, see what sort of time she can set. Hopefully she doesn't get held up again. And we'll get Santa Ana to push just as she comes around again. There's a car in front of her. Hopefully that doesn't slow her down on this lap, because I sort of want to see what sort of timing she can get. I don't think Latinen's got enough time to get all the way around. Has she? We might have to have a push a little bit. Don't want to use too much of the tyres up on this first lap. We want her to have the best tyres as she comes back around again. And Santa Ana's on her outlap. She gets past that car pretty easily. She's happy with the aero. Let's watch for this time so she's not too far behind off that first one, whereas she's coming round. She's got about 10 seconds left to get round. Is she going to be able to get round to set another lap time? I don't think so. No, it's finished for her, but we're going to get to see what Santa Ana sets on this setup. She's running first place, but then again, no one else is set a time on anything other than the intermediates yet, have they? So she should be a lot quicker than all the other cars. Santa Ana goes first on the Super Sauce, but we'll have to wait and see if anyone else can match that. We are a lot quicker than that car on the softs. 2 seconds quicker, so the Super Sauce do look a lot quicker. There's a couple of cars coming round, but are all these still in the intermediates? Coming into the pits. Is this one coming into the pits? Yeah, these are all coming into the pits, aren't they? None of them managed to get out and do a lap on anything other than the intermediates. So if that was a qualifying session, we would have beaten them all by virtue of getting out last and managing to get a lap in on the Super Sauce. But unfortunately, this is just a practice session, and we were just about 2 seconds quicker on the Super Sauce than we were on some of these cars on the intermediates. So whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. I don't get to really see how we shape up to the other cars, since we only managed to get a lap in on the Super Sauce and no one else got a managed to lap on the dry tyre. So yeah, I don't know. It don't look like there's going to be any rain for the race. I'm going to run both of those stats because we do have low reliability, and we'll take the risk taker boost because it makes the fast pit stop the same riskiness as a standard pit stop going forward. Was she happy at that time? She did seem happier. What changed between those? We didn't change anything, did we? That's why. So we're gonna start out on the Super Softs because durability, there's not much difference between those. We're allowed to put 8 laps of fuel in. Latinen, oh, she was a lot happier there. We got her up to a 98%, even though she didn't get to set her lap time. Where she's starting 5th on the grid. We'll go ahead and run the same strategy. Super Sauce, you can't get these Super Sauce as far. I think Santa Ana said the estimated lots were between 7 and 9. We'll go ahead and run that. We'll see where Santa Ana's starting. 10th, she's starting in the middle of the grid. I guess the grid for this first race is the reverse of how we finished the championship last season. So I guess both Ozu cars, the team that came above, will be at the back of the grid. Maybe. We'll go ahead and have them both push from the off. Yeah, we'll have them both push from the off, and hopefully they can hold on to the positions that they've got. We'll go ahead and look now. So where did the Ozus start then dropping it in this division? I don't know whether it is the reverse now, because we've got a dragon all the way back there. I wonder if these are sort of random starting points. So the Ozu 1 in 8. Yeah, so it's sort of random maybe for the start of this. I don't know how long these tyres are going to last, or how long we can push for with the car condition as it is. We do have a couple of low parts, so maybe we'll just do a lap pushing and then try and get round the rest of the race in sort of medium engine mode. Santa Ana's moved up to 8th from 10th, so she's doing quite well in our new white car. So up in 8th, Latinen was holding on to 5th, and I got up into 4th, and she's sort of dropping down the field now. Everyone else is going to keep pushing, I think, so maybe we're going to have a few cars that are going to break down, so maybe we can go ahead and some stuff doesn't seem to be dropping away too much. Maybe we can have her keep pushing, although she's made a mess of her tyres on this lap, so we're going to have to go ahead and turn her down, conserve and medium for Latinum, but we can keep Santa Ana pushing for a little bit longer. We should probably get past Latinen. Wish she can get past this car in front of who's in front of her, Gerard. Latinen's now in front of her, so hopefully Latinen held Santa Ana up a bit there. So should we have Latinen let Santa Ana through, or should we trust that Santa Ana can get past her herself? Oh no, they've crashed into each other. Absolutely brilliant, you two. right at the end of the lap as well. Oh, luckily they haven't done any damage to each other. Oh, no, man, I crashed into Mia. Sorry, everyone. She'd better apologise for that, or we're going to have serious problems. Well, hopefully Santa Ana can get past here and they won't have any more problems going forward. Santa Ana should be able to pull away now. And we're going to have to end up turning her tyres down. There, so hopefully we can finish around the middle of the field. Hopefully we can finish 9th or above for the extra nearly £500,000. Santa Ana's dropping way down here. Is everyone else still pushing? I think a lot of these cars, other cars, the computer cars, are going to have reliability problems come the end of the race. Maybe we can get another lap out of these tyres, Santa Ana's tyres. I think we're going to have a pit on this lap. I'm going to go for a pair of softs this time, because they do seem to wear away quite quickly, these super softs. Pit strategy will keep it balanced. We've got one more stop to do after this, hopefully. She's going to have to conserve her tyres. I don't know, I think there's enough gap in between them, is there? 14 seconds to stack them in the pits. We'll go ahead with the softs for her as well. And we'll go ahead and have a push to the end of this lap, just because she's got all that spare fuel. So we'll see how she goes on in the pits. A few other cars are pitting. See if she can get out before Latinum comes around. And she does. We'll have a push for maybe one lap. Latinum coming in, and she did it in 10, so... Oh no, we forgot to turn Latinum up, didn't we, to a fast pit stop. But she still does it in 8.5. Still a lot quicker. Out into 17th and out into 9th, so we held on to that position there. She doesn't need to conserve those tyres anymore. The car behind was catching her. She's managing to stay in front there. Is everyone else still pushing, or is everyone turned down about now? So we're going to go ahead and do the same now. Hopefully we can make this stint stretch on these soft tyres, make the fuel last. So hopefully we can get through to lap 13 on these couple, and hope Santa Ana can hold on to this position. And saying that, she gets immediately overtaken. And it looks like she's going to get overtaken again. I'm not too bothered about that. We do have low reliability, even though she's got the stats, so a lot of these parts are still dropping and could get pretty dangerous towards the end of the race. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting the reliability up again first and then building new parts. And hopefully we can get some quite decent results this season. I don't think we're going to get a decent result in the first one in this unless a lot of the other cars have reliability problems. There's quite a stack of cars now lining up behind Santa Ana, and a lot of them should get her on the corners because they are a lot quicker than her. But it does look like we're going to be able to get these tyres through these 4 laps. And she's having problems with the gears already, so I'm going to ignore it for now and just hope that we can nurse this car through to the end of the race. I don't think she might start complaining about suspension, but I don't think it's going to go. So basically we can't push the car. I don't know whether pushing the engine, because we're going a lot quicker, has any more of a effect on these dropping. But we're going to go ahead and keep everything in medium and just hope we can get both cars to the end of the race without having to come into the pits to repair any parts. And Santa Ana seems to be doing quite well at holding on to 10th place here. Maybe towards the end of the race, if Santa Ana's car condition keeps at these sort of levels without dropping too much, we can go ahead and have a push again towards the end of the race. Whether we can have her do that or not, I don't know. She's dropping down now. A couple of these cars are finally getting past it, but there we go. We've already got one car broken down. A lot of these other cars as well are starting to feel the effects of the reliability problems. So hopefully we might be able to move up a few, or at least get into that 9th position. A lot of these cars are now starting to dive into the pits. Her car's sort of holding together quite well. So maybe whilst these cars are pitting, we can have a push. And then have a pit. See if she can get a jump on these whilst these are coming to pit. It looks like she's going to get held up here behind one of the cars. I don't think so. We're going to catch it. No, I don't think we are. So we're going to come into the pits after this lap. Go on to another pair of softs, which should see us through to the end of the race. And we're going to go ahead and fill right up to the top. Yeah, that's just enough to get through to the end of the race then. We'll go for balanced. And where's Latin? Is she far enough behind? She's going to have to pit as well this lap. Another pair of softs. Hopefully these don't stack again. Hopefully there's enough space between us so we can go ahead and have her come in and do the fast pit stop this time. Park condition. I don't think this is going to go before the end of the race. It's quite close to the red zone. I'm not sure what it is. Is it 20%? I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and risk it and see if we can keep her boosted up a bit, because she was running in last anyway, and if she fixes this she's going to run in last again. So we'll go ahead and do that. I think there's enough gap between them that they won't stack in the pits. Just coming in, refueling, full tank of fuel. All 4 tyres changed, 10 seconds. Martin can do it. Condition's gone down. It just suddenly dropped then, didn't it? We're going to have to take the risk. Full 9 and 4, she did it in 8. She does have some excess fuel, but we're going to turn her down to start with. I'm not bothered about dropping places. I'm bothered about more staying around this to get some decent points just as we start. And she might have to come in at some point. We're not going to do it just yet. She's running 14th. Hopefully she can just keep it going enough to get to the end of the race, because it's not dropping lap by lap. It seems to drop as she does something wrong with the car. Maybe we have enough fuel in her car to push her a little bit. Now, but she's dropping behind. Is she going to pick up any time on these cars in front? She's still dropping time, although some cars are coming to the pitch. So we're now running 7th with Santa Ana. Just keep an eye on the fuel. Latinen is now running 11th. The gearbox is almost gone, hasn't it? So we definitely are going to have to come in and do that. Unfortunately. Just fix that one part. I don't think any of the other parts are going to give us any problem. We'll go for fast again. Unfortunately, she's going to have to make that pit stop to fix that part. So we're going to have to concentrate on Santa Ana now to the end of the race. We'll see how long she can push for. A couple of the cars in front now do have problems, so hopefully she can blast through a few of these cars before the end of the race, because I don't think she's going to end up having any problems. Saying that, one of the parts will probably just suddenly drop off, like this one's getting her gearbox is getting pretty low down now, so I'm going to have her stop pushing for a little bit, because I'm not too displeased with this. 7th place is an amazing result for us in the first race of the season. Maybe we can get higher. Now we're up into running into 6 as a car pits. Gatto, his tyres are wearing away pretty quickly, so we might be able to pass him before the end of the race, although a couple of cars behind us do seem to be flying past us now, but they do have problems, so whether they'll last to the end. Latinen's got more part warnings. More parts are dropping away. The gearbox, we just fixed the gearbox. What happened to that already? So strange. And the rear wing, which started at 80%, is dropping away. I wonder if she hit that. I'm not too sure. Maybe that's what took. Maybe these took a bit of damage when they did hit each other. But hopefully we can stay in a position to finish 9th or above and get that extra bit of sponsorship money. We've got two laps to go now. Latinen's dropping behind here and running in 19th. But she is catching the car at the back up. Maybe they've got a few problems themselves. So I don't know if we can have a push. Maybe we'll turn up to high just in the hope that she doesn't lose it. And we've got a couple of cars breaking down here. That must be a back marker. And it's coming into the pits. So Latiner's moving up into 5th, so 15th. A lot of these cars are starting to retire now as we get towards the last lap. Santa Ana's got excess fuel, so we can push her for this last lap. And Latiner's, that's another back marker. We must have lapped that one again, or is that one of the ones that's retired? Yes, it is. And she's got some excess fuel, so she's quite. Oh no, she's finished now because the other cars have finished. Santa Ana is now running in 5th. Can she make it up into 4th before the end of the race? This car's got a few problems. 4th place, there we go. One more on the last corner. I don't think she's got enough speed to get past that. So absolutely brilliant there. First race of the season, we've got a 4th place already. And a 15th. So sort of cancel each other out. That would be the equivalent to finishing in these 2 places here. Side by side. But yeah, nearly a podium there. I don't think we were too far behind. How far behind? Just about half a second, weren't we? Half a second behind a podium there, which isn't a bad result for the first race of the season. So I guess that's more to do with a lot of other cars having reliability problems rather than us, because we were running about here up until the last couple of laps. But even running here is a good result for most of the season. So hopefully, I don't think we haven't got any risky parts yet, because both of those parts lost their risk over the off season. So we ended up getting 23 points from the first race. Let's see where that puts us. So after the first race, we're sitting 4th place. So hopefully we can keep some sort of form up like this and finish around this area here between 5th and 8th. Is what we're aiming for. If we get anything above that, would be an absolute triumph in my book. But yeah, that's a very good race there for the first race. Obviously, making progress, making quite a bit of progress, because I think we were running 9th or 10th from the first race and carried on from there until we started getting those second places during the first season. So hopefully we can start off like this and sort of keep this form going forward. And fitness, what happened to Santa Ana? Look at her, the state of her. She's running 0 fitness, so minus 992%. So what the hell happened to her there? Is that something that happened in the race? Anyway, we've got 1.3 million there. So we're now back at 5.5 million. Gearbox has been built. I'll go ahead and put that in. Santa Ana's car. It makes her angry, but she can be angry all she wants. She's probably going to be gone after this season, and we're going to work on the reliability a bit once we do that. Once the car repairs are done, but we're going to go ahead now and see what has caused Santa Ana to end up like this. It says dodgy neck there. So let's see what it does. Anyway, it will do that first. It wasn't her day. We'll just do these because it keeps them happy if we answer the middle one for both of them. Neck issues. I've got some neck problems. The doctor says it's not too serious, but it'll take a little while to recover. I'm still going to be able to race. 8 weeks, so she's not going to be at full condition maybe for the next 2 races. It's only dropped to half a star, but that half a star might make a big bit of difference. So I wonder what she's been doing to get a dodgy neck. And the gearbox is finished, so we're going to go ahead and leave this there. This is part 2 of season 2. We'll have part 3 coming up next, where we're going to be racing in Munich. So hopefully we can do well there and keep up this form. So yeah, if you want to see that race and be reminded that when that race happens, then hit that subscribe button down below if you're not already a subscriber, and you should get notified when I post the next update. Hopefully that will be tomorrow if I get time to play the game again. And if you did like this video, hit that like button. And if you have any comments or things you want to see me do, things you want me to build, you have any suggestions, whether you think I should be working on the HQ or whether you think I should be working on the car, go ahead and leave a comment down below. I do try and reply to all comments. So yeah, go ahead and do that. And then until next time, goodbye.